Do you like basketball? Basketball 농구? I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Especially for these guys, I do feel bad. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to State of the League Podcast Patreon edition, first one of the season. I dropped the ball. I did not ask for any lobbyist requests this week. I know.
Well, we're talking about ball. We don't have time.
Yeah. Well, I believe you all have good questions. Now that there's actual basketball again, and we're not just doing what's your starting five of classic Nickelodeon characters. But yeah, next week I'll probably do it. So like, I'll take the 10 with the most likes or something. But I'll get into the details of all that when I actually put out the fucking request form. I'm your host Jack, aka joestar. With me as always, the world famous Pablo Escobar. And today we are breaking down the Eastern Conference, and we're gonna be distracted by college football the whole time because we're just bros. We're just bros cracking open some cold ones, shooting the shit, making off-color jokes that make our girlfriends really uncomfortable, but they don't say anything because it's the Midwest and the power dynamic between genders are still really strange.
I'm your host, Pablo Escobar.
You're what? One more time?
I'm your host, Pablo Escobar.
Nice.
I'll tell you what, my Gmail's messed up. You know how I said send me the link again? It was because it said the latest link was from 15 hours ago. You sent me a new one. It said from 15 hours ago. What's up with that?
Your whole computer, the 15-hour recording thing with
What's going on? Is this like lost? Is this a key number for me now? Yeah, it says 15 up in my left corner.
Your computer's it's stuck in like a temporal field, where it's just 15 hours ahead or backwards in time, I guess.
Oh crap! Oh wait a second. Okay, so the calendar on this laptop I did not set up. It says it's 3:29 a.m. on October 27th. So
God damn it, maybe for the people listening, it is depending on where they're at, but not for us recording this. No.
So I'm literally in the future right now.
Holy shit. Dylan Raiola just gave their fucking 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Oh my god. This is Patrick Mahomes. Fuck off, buddy.
No, he's already been proven fraud.
Hey, he's had some nice plays today. Okay, settle down. Gee, proven fraud. We got some frauds in the East today that we could talk about for sure. That they're a little less proven. We're only 2 games in, I suppose, but we have some people playing like dog shit in the East. I'll tell you what. Where do you want to start with the Eastern Conference? You did do prep for this, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Although I only saw the first half of last night's Bulls-Bucks game.
The second half was more fun, I thought. I just rewatched the third quarter because I was like, how the fuck did the Bucks score 133 points? And in the third quarter, they dropped 39 points. So I went back and watched that. Spoiler alert: Damian Lillard is not really good at defense. I don't know if you guys knew that. I
was about to say what, but then you said defense. I was like, okay, yeah, okay, he's cooking.
Hey, you know who's just what's good on offense? What's the bar we're setting for ourselves? Is he better than Ben Simmons? Sure. Is he an all-star? I mean, who's
he's better than Halliburton again.
Oh my God, yeah, the balance of the world is back in order. It goes Trae, Brunson, Dame, Halliburton, the way it was always meant to be. All right, do you want to just go through the standings, or is there a certain team you want to jump into?
I'm drawn to no particular direction. Pull out the tarot cards, guide me.
Hey, shout out to that guy in One Piece who uses tarot cards, the magician. And he has like straw powers. I don't know.
Basil Hawkins.
Kind of cool. I like his design.
Manga readers know.
hey! I don't need to know shit right now.
Chuckle alongside me, manga readers.
I'm sure One Piece Pablo has such a dominant, assertive voice. In every other aspect of life, you're like, yeah, I think Trae's the best point guard in the entire league, actually. And then like we get to One Piece, and you're like, oh my god, what a Mugiwara. We could do the Boston Celtics right off the bat. Just get them the fuck out of the way. Picking up right where they left off. Let me timestamp this real quick. Calm little 5 minutes.
Fuck these fucking buggers.
Hey. They nuke the New York Knicks. Just absolute. They beat the New York Knicks so bad that the NBA fan discourse online for the next 2 days was, is the sport trending in the wrong direction? Because they took so many threes, and they made so many threes against the New York Knicks on opening night. Yeah, they're still really good. And they beat the Wizards too, I guess. But hey, those are 2 impressive wins. I guess it's the number 2 pick right there. So yeah.
I did see Jason Tatum cook Alex Sarr out on the perimeter. He hit a 3 in his face. So
how many 7-footers?
That's not easy to do.
How many 7-footers are moving like that on the perimeter? He hits them with 3 moves, and then he does a step back. Oh, I mean, that's an all NBA player versus second overall pick. He had to work really hard to score. I don't know.
That's future all defense second team Alex Sarr.
Whoa.
Yep.
He could make a forward spot.
He could. He's got that much potential.
Yeah, and then I'm saying he could make the first team on a forward spot next to. I'm assuming you're just penciling Wemby in first team for the next 18 years.
Yeah, and then probably Cooper Flag next to him.
Ah, shit. Well, I mean, yeah, that's gonna be tough. Maybe the Flag-Sarr tandem in Washington will be so dominant defensively that they'll just lock the first teams up the entire time, and you'll be over there crying about Wemby's on-off numbers, but they'll still be like the 8th defense or something because they're just complete dog shit when he sits down.
And one of the guard spots will be gone. It'll be in the shed.
What shed? I don't get it.
The shed. So we're 2 games in. He doesn't know about the shed, guys. We're gonna be talking about the shed all season long. So. To remind me when we get to Toronto.
Is this Jamal Shed? Is that?
It's Jamal Shed. Jamal Shed's putting guys in the shed already.
Put him in the fucking shed. I do like that. All right. So the Celtics, I would say the big storyline here is that Tatum's jump shot is back. And then beyond that, they're still the best, most dominant team in the league. New York looked like a complete fucking JV team against them. And Porzingis was cackling maniacally on the sidelines, watching all this go down. He's like, I don't even need to play. I'll never play again. I'll collect 3 rings. I'll be one of the pillars of a fucking three-peat, just watching from the bench.
So the Celtics tied the record for most 3-pointers ever in a game. Do you know who set this record before them?
Yes, it was the Milwaukee Bucks in 2019.
In 2020. And so I've got a list of every person who made a 3-pointer from that team. How many do you think you could name?
Okay, so the 2020 Milwaukee Bucks, does Giannis make 1 3 in that game?
Giannis is not among them.
Oh my god. That's so beautiful. Is Chris Middleton here?
Chris Middleton made 4 of those bad boys.
Okay. Brooke Lopez is there in 2020.
Yeah, Brooke Lopez. He's there.
Okay. Eric Bledsoe.
No, he's not here.
Shit. So is Drew Holiday there then?
It's the Drew Holiday era. Drew Holiday is the leader with 6.
Okay. All right. So Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. Is Bobby Portis here?
Bobby Portis is here. He made 1 of them.
Was Pat Connaughton drafted by this point?
Yes, Pat Connaughton made an unknown amount. I wrote Pat Connaughton made, and I didn't finish the sentence.
Pat Connaughton made 1. God damn it. Ohio State's kneeling. The fucking coward's way out. The victory formation. Oh, congratulations. You beat a 19-year-old by 4 points. You guys are fucking losers. I hope you drop in the rankings. I'm closing this fucking window. Yeah. So what are we at? Portis, Middleton, Holiday, Lopez.
So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 7 more guys, and so some of these will be tough. And I think none of them are still on this. Well, no, one of them is still on this team.
Okay.
I think he's on the team.
Fuck oh my god, I'm trying to think back to like the championship team, and even that was like a pretty different team personnel wise. Is Wesley Matthews here? Is that who I'm thinking
No,
of?
he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
Damn. 7 more. If I get one more, I'll be happy. Am I missing like a forward type player?
Yeah, one of them is. You're missing two little guards, two little springy guards. One of them beat his wife. You're
Shit.
missing a 3-point. You're missing your 3-point god, and then you're missing my 3-point god, and then you're missing. Yeah, and then you're missing a guy who's not on the team, but's kind of still on the team.
My 3-point god. Who the fuck is that? Is that so? That's a guy who played for the Nuggets.
No.
Oh, it's just a guy that I think is really good at shooting threes.
Yeah.
Is it Danny Green?
Nope.
Fuck. Okay, I don't know. I'm not having fun with this.
It's a fucking Italian Dante DiVincenzo.
Oh, that's
Hey.
on me. That is on me. Who was your
Sam Merrill was on this team. He made one.
Damn, dude.
Interesting how Sam Merrill is involved in the greatest 3-point shooting night of all time. I gotta connect those dots. The other guy, Giannis Antetokounmpo, was not a part of this. Thanasis Antetokounmpo was. He made one of these.
Embarrassing for Giannis. Oh my god.
And then the little guards, DJ Augustine made 2. Bryn Forbes, known wife beater, made 2. And then Jordan Nwora made 2.
Okay.
And then DJ Wilson made 1.
Jeez. Yeah. Shout out to Bryn Forbes, piece of shit, and was horrible for the Nuggets simultaneously. So you get the double whammy. Yeah. This was funny. I don't know. Everyone's already covered it. Everyone's already said the same thing. Oh, it's funny that the reigning champions had ring night at home and they still ended up getting booed even though they won by 30. But it was
Did they get booed?
Yeah, because Peyton Pritchard got booed when he dribbled out the clock instead of taking one more chance at the record. Which first of all, loser move. Like I saw the announcer was like, I like that. Which the Celtics broadcast is unlistenable anyways. But they were like, yeah, that's just a classy move. That's just the right thing to do. As if they hadn't been spamming threes for
they didn't miss their previous 12 going gunning for this record.
Yeah, as if fucking Xavier Tillman isn't like wide open at the 3-point line being like, I could make history right now. But because it's a minute 30 left and not 11 seconds left, now that's classy to do that. Yeah, I don't know. It was a great performance. The Knicks kind of got punched in the mouth. We'll get to them in a little bit, but from the perspective of the Celtics, yeah, I mean, what else do you say when you win by 30 on ring night?
I mean, the Oralist accusations, they're still piling up. I mean, did you see the banner ceremony got cut off?
No, by what?
Well, they cut to commercial during it. They were raising it, and they just went straight to commercial. And then I didn't even know they got booed at home. So yeah, this is really an unbelievable run of basketball dominance, and then an unbelievable run of oralistness. Like your Finals MVP and your best player Jason Tatum, the summers that they've had. Oh God! And now this. I mean, what can this team do? I mean, will they even be remembered, or will they be like, what is there any country that's done that? That like, what's it called? Portugal. Portugal was like the most dominant navy in the world for 100 years or whatever. But people don't. We talk about Roman Empire. Talk about every other Ottoman Empire. No one's talking about the Portuguese navy. Must have been a Nora issue.
Yeah. All you get from them is like, why do they speak Portuguese in Brazil? And then like someone goes down a rabbit hole and they're like, damn, their boats used to be crazy. But yeah, the Oralist accusations, it's I saw, damn, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Hardwood Paroxysm on Twitter. He's like an NBA Twitter guy, and he was one of the people that was like really pushing hard. This is bad for the game. The way that the game is trending. Oh my god, everyone's just gonna be taking a million threes. Which, first of all, if it was that fucking easy to just like take volume 3-point percentage and win games that way, even be like mildly effective with it, more teams would do it, believe it or not. More teams would do that. The Denver Nuggets, but they would probably take and make more threes if you could just do something like that. So you have to have the right people for it. But yeah, that hardwood paroxysm guy, he asked why was it cool when the Warriors dominated through volume 3-point shooting? Why was that something that like everybody loved and they were like one of the most beloved, until the Kevin Durant signing, one of the most like beloved new fresh teams in the NBA? And why is it lame when the Celtics do it? Why do people have like a more vitriolic reaction to it? The conclusion I came to is the aura point, where it's like, okay, having 7 guys who can shoot like 38% on a handful of threes, as opposed to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson shooting 50% on like 21 for an entire season combined. Yeah, the second one is just way cooler. And it was new when the Warriors were doing it. So like everybody's baby infant brain was like, "Oh my god, you can win taking this many threes? This is pretty effective. Oh my god." As opposed to now, it's just kind of like become something we've all accepted. And yeah, that's what I thought about it.
That's the biggest misconception of all time, and I was aware of it. I was acutely aware of it the entire time. The
Mhm.
Warriors did not have good shooters around Steph and Clay. They kept putting got like everyone we remember from those dynasties, like Bogut, non-shooter. Draymond, outside of 2016, non-shooter.
Yeah.
Harrison Barnes, ooh, shooter. Sean Livingston, mid-range shooter. He's not
Yeah.
shooting threes. Leandro Barbosa, was he? Maybe he was high percentage three, low volume. I don't know.
The mole on his head? Neither one
Oh
of them
god.
shooters.
Oh god. So it was always for me. I was always like, I mean, this is working, but what if we had what if we had 5 guys out there who could actually score? Imagine what we could do with Steph Curry's gravity. But just in terms of aesthetically, I think the Warriors threes were just cooler because they came off of movement. Like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are relocating, they're flying around everywhere, they're running and hitting shots. And then Steph Curry was pulling up from deep and pulling up off the dribble and hitting shots. The Celtics threes are pretty stationary. Like it's a lot of just wide open catch and shoot threes because they just break defenses that way, and that's what it generates. And even when Tatum does the pull up threes like he was hitting, it's cool to look at, but it's not as cool as Steph. He's not out near the free, he's not near the logo. So
Yeah. And you know what? Like, to Boston fans listening to this, I'm sure there's one of you in the Patreon, even though we
get
constantly
the fuck out of here.
cancel your membership. No, please don't. We're
Your
happy.
fucking money's no good here. Use it a fucking Dunkin' Donuts. You fucking idiot.
What city is that? Is your theoretical accent from?
I don't know. It's kind of an amalgamation. And so
Okay.
I'm kind of taking inspiration from multiple places and putting them together in a sort of amalgamation.
Yeah, you're a metaphor for America. The accent is a melting pot.
Yeah, like an amalgamation of all the cultures.
Is this okay? Whatever. The other day I used the word gaudy and I got a comment that was like, "Oh, gaudy. Somebody got a new big word on their big word calendar." And I was like, "That is 2 syllables, dude. Settle down." But
Well, you when you use big words like that, it's got to sound natural. So you didn't do a good job of that.
yeah, it's like amalgamation. That's just, it flew off the tongue for you.
Yeah,
I could tell you're a smart guy.
people could tell I know what that means. People could tell I'm using that word often.
What does that mean? Oh, a bunch of different stuff together.
Yep.
Yeah, but to 2 Boston fans, your team fucking rocks. Like, I think that's part of it, is that like a lot of Boston fans want the team can't be this good and everyone likes them. It's just like those are mutually exclusive things, or really anyone likes them outside of Boston when the team is this good.
Well, it is kind of a dream come true for a team like this that's so much better than everyone else. They actually get to be like, no one believed in us. Well, I guess people believe in that, but it's like everyone hates us against the world, and it's actually
all right. And that was the trailer for this week's Patreon episode of the State of the League podcast. You can go to patreon.com/State of the League to find this episode plus every other one we've ever put up on there. Join a Discord and get access to a bunch of different fun perks, as well as supporting me, Jack, Jokic Joestar, as well as Pablo Escobar financially. So thank you very much. Go check that out, please, and thank you.